cool. Oh, shit. Another quiver. Oh. Go. For real, bro? What the fuck? Welcome, sinners. My name is Synnthara, and like many of you, I wandered into PoE 2 a delicate virgin. I had never played PoE 1 before, unless you count wandering around on the beach and dying while thinking this ain't it, chief, and properly logging off. So bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, I started my adventure like many others on the day of early access, and that shit was rough. Path of Exile was a huge learning experience for me. A lot of things didn't make sense, from the skill gems, with some of the skills being hidden by default, to the map, or lack thereof, other than this shitty overlay that I hate so much, to trading, to ascensions, and everything in between. It was a lot. Now, I played many MMOs from the early 2000s, so I'm used to shit being unexplained and a little janky, so I knew it was going to be something I had to just get used to. I think I died to the Act 2 final boss for about 2 hours before I defeated him, and that came in handy when I found him in my first citadel. I loaded into the Dreadnought and experienced PTSD beyond your wildest imagination, and after DK died randomly at the start, it was all up to me, and all of that training was put to good use, and I managed to kill that fucker again when it mattered the most. I also managed to do the trial of Suck My Ass, killing this time dude. I could farm juicy maps and the Trial of Chaos, but after the Trial Master clapped my cheeks, and I'm sort of into that. I mean, I kind of like him. I was starting to get a little bored with my minion build. You know, initially I only played Witch to become a demon because, as you can see in my black heart and soul, I am one. But Path of Exile had a real learning curve to it, and I didn't really feel like I was ready to do an obscure or difficult build yet. But as I moved to doing more of these difficult things, but not doing them particularly well, I knew I wasn't really feeling my fantasy. Also, every fucking YouTuber in existence wanted me to pick another minion build that was broken or overpowered every 5 minutes, so I said fuck it. I approached my darling husbando with my madness, and we pooled our divines and exalted orbs because this build kind of needs very specific gear. And to be honest, the gear that I have is not amazing, but you do need to meet a few thresholds to make this work. Now, I've never played Path of Exile 1 before, so I'm not the best home cooker. So I went on the search for who may have tried this build before. And first off, fuck anyone making a guide where the end of it is them clearing like a tier 1 or a tier 4 map and then trying to tell you what to do. That is fucking trash, and I had to sort through all that clickbait just to get to something good. But then I found Waffelz. Waffelz, my dude, if you ever see this, you are a real fucking G. You made my dreams come true. I'm gonna link all of his things down in the description because he knew exactly what he was doing, and he is the reason why this is possible. I also used someone called Nyxi Storm, so my build is not an exact copy of Waffles, but a combination of these two builds with a few little switches in between from my limited experience in playing the game. And holy fucking balls, dude, I am shredding. I have absolutely bodied every pinnacle boss I could get my hands on, and it's a far cry from that minion garbage. Some words of caution, okay? Something to note is that this helmet is bugged. I'm gonna assume I can't get banned from this. Holy fuck, I hope you can't get banned from this. But if you take off the helmet and then put it back on, you'll gain your energy shield. Now, I'm assuming this is going to get fixed because this helmet literally says you cannot have an energy shield, but all you need to do is take it on and off to have an energy shield. So I'm saving for another helmet, but when you see me with an energy shield in this footage, that is why I have it. Also, I think Spark is probably going to get nerfed. So I'm actively preparing to switch myself to Fireball or Hex Blast when that happens. So I would be very careful if this footage makes your pee-pee hard like it did mine. I'm not sure exactly how this build is going to evolve over time, what's going to get fixed, what's going to get nerfed. I just don't know. All I know is that I wanted to play demon, and now I'm doing some very cool fucking shit. So I just wanted to briefly show you what I could do. This is the last boss of the Trial of Sehkemas. Now, fucking hilarious story. In the last wing, there are these clock things on the ground that are supposed to, you have to touch this to get any further. And if you go in it as a demon, it will crash the game for you and anyone in your party and give you an error that the file does not exist. Pretty funny. This YouTube comment actually explains it. And of course, I didn't know this when I went in, so I crashed like 5 times and thought, what the fuck? But if you just pop out of demon form for this one spot, you could just pop back in and get through it. I thought this would be a problem on the boss since he summons a similar clock in the middle to actually continue with the fight. So I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna try it. And I didn't pop out of demon form or anything. It works on the boss for some reason, but it doesn't work in the level. So if you're trying to ascend or farm the Sehkemas trial as a demon, you're going to have to pop out for this one part and then pop back in. So after I started really blasting on, you know, high level maps, the breaches and everything, we were like, why don't I try the breach boss, right? So I tried him on one difficulty, and I tried him on another difficulty, and then I tried him on another difficulty. And then I tried him on the hardest difficulty, and I'm switching my support gems back and forth through a little bit of this because I feel like I wasn't freezing as much as like Waffelz was freezing on his build. So I'm moving Glacial around here along with a few other things, and something I'm figuring out is that I am running out of mana super fast. Now, I don't have the perfect gems on everything. I literally just switched to this build, so I don't have perfect jeweler, whatever the fucks, and I don't have a lot of support gems. So by the time I was finishing the breach boss, and considering that most of my time is spent just running out of mana and kind of flying around in a circle, when I was going to try the Arbiter of Ash, I figured, you know, a lot of people are using life tap. Why don't I do that? So I was scared of this, right? Because when you get high stacks of demon, your health is being eaten away at. And when you're spamming spark, your health fucking orb is just up and down like crazy. So I was kind of scared. But it actually worked out great. It was really good. I think I'm going to keep life tap on no matter how scary it is. Now, for a better explanation of the build, I do highly recommend you check out Waffelz' video because I'm not going to be able to explain things the way he does. But what I can do is tell you about my experience that I've never played Path of Exile before, and I'm absolutely melting all of the bosses. Now, I had been doing pretty good on my own before this. You know, I had been doing the trials, I had been doing the ascendancies. I feel like I could have defeated the Trial Master with my minion build if I had more than one try at it. But let me just say, I don't think I could ever go back to the dodge roll. The dodge roll is ass compared to this flyy, swoopy thing that the demon does. When I run the Trial of Sehkemas now, I don't stop. I just spam spacebar from start to finish, and it is the most fun thing ever. So I'm having an absolute blast playing my demon form right now. This is definitely what I want to do when the game releases and goes out of early access and season 1 starts. I really want to play the demon build forever and become like kind of like a connoisseur of it because it really speaks to me. And it's not just because I'm absolutely destroying everything. You know, the demon thing is kind of my aesthetic, obviously. So I'm going to be trying to iron this out. I'm looking forward to when the helmet gets fixed. And then hopefully I can make like a small update on what to do after that. It involves some Ming rings, which I've been buying up. And I'm trying to like actively save my orbs to replace my gear slowly. And I have no idea how Waffles has that much fucking spirit in his build because he's like running all these passive buffs that I can't afford to run because I don't have that much spirit. So there's a lot of room for improvement. You know, my gear costs a few divine orbs, which is a lot to me. But when I killed the Arbiter of Ash, he dropped this chess piece that sold for 6 divine. So I basically made my currency back. I was so excited. So yeah, I'm just going to play some footage for you with all my little accomplishments from Path of Exile 2 because I'm having a lot of fun. And I hope you guys like videos like this about my in-game adventures on various different things I'm doing. Because I really enjoy making videos like this. And when you're looking up guides, because I looked up so many of them, make sure the person in the guide is killing Arbiter of Ash, Breaches, the Breach boss. Make sure that the mobs in the map that they're doing are level at least 80 to 82. Because if the build can't kill an 82 map, then I don't know why you would want to be that build. And I don't know because I'm not a Path of Exile connoisseur here, but I'm pretty sure Arbiter of Ash and the tier 18 maps with all levels of the Breach boss is some of the harder stuff that you could do in the game. I've only killed the Arbiter of Ash once on the lower difficulty, so I have to go back and fight him again. But every entry is like 300 exalted orbs, and I can't find these fucking citadels for the life of me. So I don't know how many more times I'm actually going to be able to see him. In fact, I was pretty nervous on the first attempt because it was so expensive to get in there. And I've only found one citadel so far. But yeah, Path of Exile is a pretty difficult game to get into, but for me, I'm kind of used to it from my early MMO days, so I'm having a great time. And if you guys need any help with anything Path of Exile, please let me know. I could help you guys with your ascendancies or anything else you need. Okay, sinners, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
more mana.
We control. They dance.
I need more mana.
Infinite pursuit. His message. Chaos.
I need more time. I need more time.
My service is finally over.
Until next time, I suppose.
And my service continues.
Temporal magic. Awesome.
This only ends one way.
Out of mana.
The hour grows late.
More mana. Out of mana.
The sands of time wait for no one. You may have delayed your destiny. There can be no mistake.
More time. More mana.
Your fate finds you. My stand runs out.
More time and still too soon. I need more time. Submit.
The fourth edict already burns for good. Our only salvation is written in
I need more time. There are no more lands left for me to conquer.